What's up, power individuals? My in the backyard. I don't even know if the cat ate, but I saw a cat, a couple cats back here. So I had to give him some food. Hope they didn't drink the water. That was the only because ants. Ants get in the food. Oh, of course. So they put the water on the plate and then put the bowl on top with the food. It's a double bowl. So you put the food in that bowl until it locks with the bottom bowl. Keep it in. Of course. So there's not a video. Hi, that's kind of gangsta looking right there. So it's Halloween. I did not get disturbed. Thank God. I slept good. Of course, I got a neighbor out right now. If you can see. It stinks. I haven't seen that bitch in a while either. So on the phone, smoking. She's that loud. So I guess that's up on the game show too. So gross. Anyway. Yeah, so the bitch next door ain't home. Woo! The parents, I think, went over to Poland. They have a daughter that lives there. I don't know why they can't live there too. They don't pay for this apartment next door. Their son does. So just go back to Poland already, bitch. Maybe the daughter had a baby. I'm going to visit it. Good, see ya, bye. Don't come back. I'm gonna tell you it's excited but they're gone because his girlfriend was over. I'm surprised I didn't hear sex noises all day. Oh, they're loud when mother and father aren't home. Trust me. When all the windows closed, you hear the bed. And you hear moaning. Guess it's good, huh? It's nice to be back here, but sometimes, you want to be with somebody. Well, unfortunately, they only send honey traps my way. Which is really not fair. There's some of us have to be alone. We're not allowed to date because somebody somewhere said something to somebody else. They don't want us to date anybody else but them. So now they make it difficult for us. Wish you can go up to those people and punch them in the fucking throat. I don't know about you, but we deserve to be happy. They don't. They deserve to be miserable for the rest of their fucking lives. They treated us like shit. And they get to live their best life? Oh, hell no. That's how you know this world has flipped the fuck around the wrong way. I didn't get any trick-or-treaters today either. It's very strange. We really don't get many trick-or-treaters. This fucking smoke is killing me. I think she's a witch too. Their culture, by these cultures, they all do witchcraft. So go into certain neighborhoods, you'll see ads for for psychics and stuff, and tarot card readings and all that shit. And they all believe in that stuff. No clue they're talking to demons. I didn't know that either. I went to a psychic a couple times. And I knew it was bullshit. And this one psychic in particular was like, oh, you're gonna do this, and he kept checking off things that were gonna happen by February, whatever year it was. I forgot what. I'm like, I'm still single. I was supposed to meet somebody by then. And then my father had a stroke by then, and I had to stay home and take care of him, you know, because of physical therapy with him. Get screamed at the whole fucking time. Yeah, fun times for me. So yeah, that happened instead. So don't ever go to a psychic. If you go to a psychic, forget about it. Your world is gonna be turned around the wrong way. I did one tarot card reading. It was Psychic Night or something. She was kind of accurate on one thing in particular. But you know, I don't believe any of that shit no more, so. Because they can say whatever they want to say, you know. Whatever the demon tells them to say. It's just her demon telling my demon, you know, what to say. And then they make you believe it, you know. Yeah, that's why I didn't have a good life, because of that. I was already, you know, getting stalked from birth, I believe. I honestly think that my grandmother, my father's side, my father's mother, I think she did witchcraft. They would tell me that she would just sit there in front of the house and twirl her thumbs and like talk under her breath. That's witchcraft. That's her speaking spells on people. So, you know, when you do stuff like that, it does work on certain members of the family. And the fact that people tell me I shouldn't have been born, that's more witchcraft right there. They don't want me to have my potential be found out. They know I could be somebody really, you know, important. They don't want me to know. So I try to break those curses. I have books about it. I watch the prayer videos, you know, stuff like that. It's just to make sure I know what they're going to do, you know. And there's more than one witch in this neighborhood. And what happens is they speak spells over the whole entire neighborhood. So when you see businesses going out of business, like one right after the other, and that happens, of course, right when you get to my corner, not where Dunkin' is, the next corner where Very Juice is, that whole entire, like 3 or 4 stores right next to it, they all went out of business. There was a car service, there was a pizza place, and so they all went out of business one right after the other, and the person that owns Very Juice took over. She's a witch, and her friend was a witch too. And you had to see their faces. I was getting so hit with their witchcraft, it wasn't even funny. I wasn't sleeping good at all, and I just kept praying and praying and praying before I went to bed. And the next day, they looked at me like, oh shit, it didn't work. They were really like, maybe we should back up, you know what I mean? And they haven't done it since. So they know better. Don't ever fucking do it again. I will catch you in my dream and beat your ass with the Bible. No. Witchcraft doesn't work on me anymore, do you understand? They don't seem to get it. Very strong in my faith. When God tells me to do something, I listen. When the devil tells me to do something, I say, shut the fuck up. Fuck him. Can't tell me what to do. And that's like part of the Voice of Skull shit too. Because they do have that technology. But then again, you gotta remember that these people worship the devil. They do a lot of stuff behind closed doors in their own house. Like I said, they speak spells into the neighborhood. And then pedophiles move in, and all, you know, druggies move in. The whole fucking block has a whole bunch of drug dealers, and they move in and out. And those two that wait for me at the corner, like, what the fuck are they doing? They're homeless. They shouldn't be living in one of those houses, but they are. It means they're living there free, rent free, to spy on not just me. I don't think it's just me that they're spying on. They gotta be spying on other people too. So. It can't be. That's just me that they're spying on. It makes no sense. You know, I'm not the only person here that believes in God, you know? So. Sometimes my dreams are so realistic, but it's witchcraft. It's other people trying to get me, you know, get at me through witchcraft. And once I realize that shit, I start fighting. That's all I got. I'm gonna keep fighting. These witches ain't worth it. You know, to fight them in public, that would be funny. They deserve to get punched. I'm just not gonna do it because I don't want to go to jail. They're called Karens. Well, that's funny when people actually fight back. Oh, it's so satisfying. And like I said, these people are gonna catch the wrong one at the wrong time one day. One day. That's all it takes is one day. If they catch the wrong person on the wrong day, they will get beat. Just hope it'll be on YouTube. I'm not even I'm laughing, but I'm not joking at all. They deserve it. They put all these things on us to get us to kill ourselves. Or have us get run over or stabbed. You know, somebody try to kill us. Yeah. They realize it doesn't really work, and they get so angry. Good. You get angry, not me. So I'm not gonna say it. Yeah, it's too long. It's a little chilly out here. The front is not that chilly. Back here is chilly. I don't celebrate Halloween. My family does, though. If you watch Anton LaVey, he tells you he loves it when Christians celebrate Halloween. They can do really bad witchcraft on you. Because, you know, the people usually they don't believe this stuff. You know, they don't believe that witches do witchcraft any time of day, any time of year. Especially today, like, this is their day. This is like their Christmas. So I'm glad the two of them next door are not here. Good. Wish their son would have went too. You know what I'm saying? At least he stayed on his side this time. What happened was we had contractors come paint the whole backyard, and for some reason they moved something from their side. The shoe rack where I found the bread. They moved it over because I guess they had to put the ladder there, but they never put it back. I wasn't gonna touch their stuff. I don't touch witchcraft stuff. Got witch germs on it. So he put it back, the son. It's like, yeah, you put that shit back. So I guess I'll see. You know, if he thinks I did it, he's go scratch your ass. I didn't do shit. I haven't been back yet. I haven't been back yet in a while, actually. Scratch your ass. Not really too concerned with gang stalkers. I mean, they're gonna get paid for doing this shit. I'll be in my house sleeping when it's really cold out, you know, winter time. It's gonna be brutal this year. So if they're really gonna wait for me like that all day long, I'll make them wait. Today I went out to get coffee, to get the spider donuts from Dunkin'. They ran out. I couldn't get them yesterday because they weren't gonna be good today. I was like, fuck this, I'm sleeping. I like a really good night's sleep last night, so fuck it. That's all I care about, is having a good night's sleep. That pisses them off, so. When I went, it was about 3-ish. Oh yeah, nobody was there. There was not one of them waiting in any car either. It was great. I try not to go too early to Dunkin' or too late, because I know they're gonna wait for me, so I make them wait. I'd rather them wait out there in the cold and the hot and whatever. I ain't waiting there. Fuck you. By the time winter comes anyway, I gotta learn how to make coffee. I have the coffee pot, I have the coffee. I wanna learn to make it. So when I get snowed in, I can't go. They will be there, but I will not. That's why I'm gonna have to learn how to make coffee. Yes, to be safe today, because, you know, there's still, I think they got till 3 in the morning to finish doing their witchcraft on everybody. So yeah, I knew she wasn't home because I haven't seen her in a while, for a few days. I'm glad because I don't need another drawer under my windowsill. Because they all of them were working next door. She was by herself. And everybody I know went out for the day, you know, because it's Halloween, they're going trick-or-treating and all that stuff. I think they had a party last year too. And then I noticed that too, they had a party yesterday and I didn't get anything on my windowsill. I figured she was going to try it again. I mean, if she does do it, if she is home, and she does do it, I'll make a video about it, but I hope not, yeah. 1 year with nothing. But she already put banana peels in the front. How many fucking things she gonna do? You know? Doesn't make any sense. That's not satisfying enough. I don't even believe eating banana peels on the pole outside. And I won't get caught on camera because the camera's not facing that way. It is facing that way. And like I said, God sees everything she's doing, so I don't do nothing back because I know He's looking. God is always watching. I mean, Satan's always watching too. He's always watching us and trying to push us to be, you know, do something like that. But it only works on us. First of all, I'm too fucking lazy. I'm too tired to do anything like that. You know, I'm not in my teens anymore, you know. John would do something like that. Oh my God. On my roof, my family was cleaning it. They found remnants of a lawn chair. A lawn chair where you lie back. So the metal part was left over. Some, like, metal pipes or something. I don't know what the hell they were attached to something. And some wires that they had to cut. But then underneath the chair was fresh dirt. Like fertilized dirt, like somebody was planting the plant over there. Like it was under the chair. So now I'm thinking to myself, Jillian probably was gonna plant. She was probably trying to plant weed up there. She used to go up there all the time. In the summertime. I mean, she lived on the top floor, so. She used to, I'm pretty sure she brought her chair up there. Probably when we used to go out, she used to just bring her chair up there. And nobody was home. Her mother was working late. Her grandmother was going to the nursing home while her grandfather was staying. So as soon as they did that, she was like, I'm not going out. She probably did all of that. That's her lawn chair. She used to have the lawn chair out here taking the sun when she was a kid. So, who else would do that, you know? I ain't never been on the roof. There's no reason to be on the roof. I'm not a roofer. I'm not a contractor. Not funny though. After all this time, they found that stuff. Her too. I'm so glad she hasn't come back too. I'm surprised, but I'm glad she hasn't come back. She got kids now. I mean, fuck that, you know. Grow the fuck up. This lady next door, she's two kids, one in Poland, one here. She's almost 60 years old. She's gonna fucking do pranks like this, you know. I'm telling you, we're more mature than they are. But yeah, that's one thing to look out for too. Banana peels. So stupid. Only people think of these stupid things to do. I wonder when she does that though. It's probably either. Can't be in the middle of the night because he lives down here. So it's probably early in the morning. Maybe when she leaves the house to go shopping, she probably eats a banana as her breakfast, and it's supposed to peel there. I don't know if my sister knows she's doing that. It's her doing it. Because she's not going to put it on her own side of the pole. She's going to put it on our side. And I left it there the last time, and it fell to the floor. And my sister was sweeping. She found the second one or the third one. I think it's the third one she found, but that was there. And she kicked it in the street. Not too, like, it's down on the floor. You're sweeping already. Just sweep it up and throw it on. Why would you kick it? This bitch, when she keeps doing more shit, maybe my sister will realize that I'm not crazy and she's doing this stuff. And maybe she'll get yelled at instead of me, you know what I mean? I hope so. She needs to get yelled at. That's the problem too. They don't get yelled at. These people do all this fucking bullshit to us and they don't get yelled at. Like if we did that to them, oh god, the cops would have been called, all this shit. But nope, they get away with everything. I'm gonna go in a few minutes. They took the statue out of the shrine. I don't see nothing. I know they have the jar back there. That's another thing you should look out for. Once you realize your neighbor's a witch, look for the jars. They piss in the jar. And they put like other stuff in the jar. And they put it in the garden. Like these two had two. I thought it was cigarette butts in there because they smoke. But it's not, it's the other stuff. And somebody I know from Duggan, he said somebody in his building was a witch. And she had a jar. And she opened the jar and threw the piss on somebody's door that she was doing witchcraft on. So I guess that's one thing they do. Now, I have videos on my YouTube channel, not on the channel, on YouTube itself that I saved, where it talks about what they do. You know what I mean? Like it'll say like what they use, what times of the year they do this stuff, what they use to make jars and all that stuff. So I'm gonna watch it. I'm gonna have to keep pausing and then write everything down so I can tell you guys about it. That'll be another video. I don't know when, sometime in the future, because it's like a 2-hour video. One of them is 1 hour, the other one's 2 hours. I think the other one's 58 minutes, something like that. There's a lot of videos. I kept looking, you know what I mean? I kept looking and I saw it, just save, and I write stuff down. Even the clothing they wear, it's not a sun hat, but it looks like a sun hat, and it's black. Like a fedora / sun hat kind of hat. I was wearing all black. The jewelry too was all, you know, pentagrams and all that kind of stuff. So, tattoos. Like I didn't really see people's tattoos like in real life like that. Well, one time I saw a tattoo with the Baphomet on it. It was a lesbian couple. I was like, oh, I know what that is. And they looked at me like, oh shit, you know? Like they looked at my face and saw, oh, she knows my tattoo is. Yeah. And the lady behind the register, the older lady, I don't know how old she was. She had a moon, a crescent moon, and a star necklace. That's a witchcraft jewelry. Hot Topic sells a lot of that shit. And Spencer's too. They actually have, Spencer's Gifts actually has a Baphomet head charm with inside of a pentagram. I was ordering something from there once. And I was looking, I was like, oh shit. There was a lot of witchcraft shit there. This is like, I wasn't going to the store. This is before the pandemic. And then I went there once and I saw all the stuff there. I'm like, oh shit. So now you know where they get the stuff from. It was like, oh, I was watching this video on YouTube, and this guy bought somebody's locker. Like, the person couldn't pay for their locker anymore, so he wound up buying the locker, and he had a lot of good stuff in there. And the jewelry, though, had a couple little friends in there. And one of them was actually a pan with his tongue sticking out, but inside of a pentagram. Like, that's like specially made, I guess. He's like, I think this is silver. I can get money for it. That's what, you know, I would do that too. I would just take it to the jewelry store. I wouldn't keep it. But he's like, oh shit, there's a satanic shit in here. But think about this. This guy that couldn't pay the locker was like a billionaire. He collected a lot of stuff. And he couldn't keep it in his house. He had to put it in a storage locker. And then he couldn't keep up payments. But he had a lot of satanic stuff in there. I'm surprised he didn't keep that at home, you know, his home. So just remember that, like, if you worship that thing, eventually you're gonna lose all your money. You're gonna lose everything. You're gonna wind up homeless. Please do not do that. Even if you wind up being homeless, but you turn your life to Christ, He's going to protect you. And eventually you could get like hotel room, a hotel stay. You know what I mean? He's gonna provide for you. I'm a little scared too, but I mean, if you don't take the mark of the beast, you're not gonna get this and this and that. So we're gonna have to prepare before that. You know what I mean? Like when I go to the store now, I'm gonna have to get cans of soup and cans of food. You know, non-perishable stuff. Just stock the whole cabinet. Even my favorite drinks. I order them anyway. So I go there and I'm like, oh, I don't have this one. And I put it in my cart. I don't fucking care what anybody says anymore. You know what I mean? This is what I want to do. If you know how to cook eggs, you'll have meals. Trust me. All you do is boil eggs. You can boil a whole dozen eggs if you want. And like have 2 eggs a day. And there's your whole meal. And your breakfast for a week, or lunch, or dinner. You know what I mean? There's just so many ways to cook eggs. I know you might get sick of it. But I mean, at least you know how to do that. You know how to boil water too. So you can make tea and coffee. You know, like if you have to be in the wilderness, you get sticks and 2 rocks. You hit the rocks together and it makes a spark. Even the sticks. You rub the 2 sticks together. And it's supposed to make a spark. Sometimes it don't. But that too, like when you go to the Dollar Tree and places like that, you stock up on tea lights and matches. I forgot what else. There's like aluminum foil, because that you can light up too for fires. I forgot what's it. I have a list of stuff that you're supposed to get from those kinds of stores. So even if you have Walmart near you, and a lot of them don't have stock shelves as much anymore, but they have that stuff. They have preppers food. They have like for camping and tea lights and all this stuff. So just get it from there too. Like while you're in there, there's crackers. You don't have to get. You can just get non-perishable stuff, like snacks and stuff. And something you don't have to cook if you don't know how to cook. You know. Unfortunately, sometimes people don't know how to cook. Frozen meals. Just get a couple of frozen meals and stack them in your freezer. Better than nothing. I'm gonna go in because it's cold. Oh, would you look at that? It's a snail. Ready? Sorry. Oh, that's cool. I haven't seen snails in my backyard in a long time. That's good. Alright. I'm gonna get going. Thanks for listening.